Minister, will you detail the usage of the mobile unit to visit the homes of those who cannot attend the intro office? I was looking for the information by county from 2016 to the present day. Now, I don't necessarily need you to read that out, but we'll get that in writing. But I'm more interested in the action you're taking to make persons aware of the mobile unit and the home service. Thank you, Minister.
My department has a network of over 120 intro centres and social welfare branch offices throughout the country, which are open to customers 5 days per week during business hours. My department does not currently have a specific mobile unit available in which to meet with customers, and the requirement for such has not been currently identified. We do, from time to time, make arrangements to visit a person who may be incapacitated at their place of residence, for example, to process an application for a public service card or to assist a person complete an application. Given the relatively low numbers involved, no statistics are maintained on this activity. In addition, community welfare officers can facilitate an appointment within a short period of time for a person requiring such a meeting at a mutually agreed location, including at the person's home. Separately, the development of our online service portal, mywelfare.ie, means that a growing number of customers can access the department's services without having to post a paper form or to call into their local intro centre. This is the quickest and the easiest way for a person to apply for most income supports and payment statements. Last year, over 2.7 million transactions were completed through this portal, bringing the total number of transactions to date to over 10 million. And it may interest deputies to know that usage of the portal by people over 65 was as high as that by people aged between 18 and 24. Thank you.
I mean, the reason I'm raising this is that just prior to Christmas, I was contacted by a man whose wife was diagnosed with motor neuron disease in 2016. So she's unable to leave the house and is barely able to speak. She had her disability allowance payment being paid directly into her Ulster Bank account, but as you know, Ulster Bank is closing, so she was transferring it to the post office so her husband could actually pick it up for her. But to do that, she needed a public services card, so she was told to call into the intro office. But she was unable to do so. And it took weeks to actually sort this out and to finally establish that there was a mobile unit. Well, that's how it was described when the email came back from Sligo, that there is a mobile unit assigned to each area. But the personnel in Cavan didn't seem to be aware of this. Now, they did eventually call out to her, but in the meantime, they were unable to pick up 3 of her disability payments right over the whole Christmas period. Now, luckily enough, they had put some money aside and were able to manage, but they wouldn't have been able to manage for much longer. And it just caused a lot of upset. They felt the way they were dealt with was kind of insensitive. I know that people receive disability payments for all sorts of reasons, and most disabled people are more than independent and able to go into the intro office, but there are some who may have mobility issues and are not. And it's just that maybe that this, even that the staff would be aware of this service and be able to inform people, because they weren't.
Deputy, and look, I did ask my officials, and they say that if somebody needs a PSC card, that officials from the department will go out, or staff from the Department of Social Protection will go out, and they have a camera that they can take the photographs, so that can be arranged. And I'm sorry if that lady was you know, obviously disturbed over Christmas, and I'm happy to check out that particular case for you, and I can only say that you know, it's not nice over Christmas if you don't have financial, if you don't have money, basically. But as I understand it, that they can facilitate an in-person appointment within a short period of time for a person requiring such a meeting. And we know, in fairness, the community welfare officers, and we all know them in our areas, like, they're exceptionally good and they're exceptionally caring in the work that they do, and I know that they go beyond the call of duty on many, many occasions. So for that particular lady, I can't say specifically why she didn't get the PSC card as soon as she could, but look at we'll check it out for you. But there are a lot of ways that people can make their applications now, just on the broader point.
Thank you, Minister. You know, I suppose it's just, as I said, most people don't need the home service, and maybe if it was made available, too many people would be accessing it as well. But is it possible to get a public services card through the portal, or do you have to present in the intro office, or somebody has to call to your home for that case, because also the office in Sligo said that they didn't need the public services card, but the post offices insisted they did, and they wouldn't give the payment to her husband without her having a public services card. Now, the intro office did give him a temporary one then eventually when he was able to get access to staff there, and then someone did visit her home afterwards. But it did cause a lot of trouble. And as well as that, she also got a letter saying she was allocated a free travel pass and she needed to present to the intro office to access that. So again, I know, look, everybody's reason for being on disability is different, and in this case, they just felt it was a little bit insensitive. So
Thank you. Well, Deputy, I will get the specific details. I'll get somebody from my office to contact you just to trawl through that so it doesn't happen again. It's not our intention. Yes, you can ring up and you can get an appointment with a community welfare office who will visit your house if you're incapacitated and you can't travel, and I can give that commitment because it does happen. And then on the broader issue, there's many ways people can make their applications. They can call into the social welfare or the intro office, they can pick up the phone and ring us, they can apply online, or where they need it, they can even arrange for a member of staff to meet them in their own home. So that, for some reason, didn't happen, and I'll check it out, because it is our intention that if you need a PSC card, you can't go into the office to have the photograph and all taken, that we arrange for somebody to go out with a camera to take the photographs and to help you fill up the form.